Капец.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good. This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan. Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned. And you have to face it. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
Эй, не могу. Ну и чё встал, Дигидон? Играем день, ты и Тисли, сверкает чудо ТЗ. Память о близком друге и поэте.
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that?
Так, сейчас.
Давай пиши. Я не вижу, я вижу. Взял ручку и пиши давай.
I'm lying, or because you don't want to admit that you're not well. It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the one
obviously
trying
loved
to
his
bring
own
you
voice.
out of the world
His
you've
words echoed
constructed for
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
But I can't
I dug my
do it
nails
by
into the
myself.
palms of my hands to stay
You need to
focused.
work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside.
Кто там?
Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn
Привет,
wonderful,
Марат.
yeah.
Обычный человек. Как ты?
Нормально, потихоньку.
Scary, scary, scary.
Что за дурачок?
Emerson.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be
Обычный
afraid
человек.
of me.
Техно
Don't want to
будет
run into me in the
сегодня?
night, that's for
Да
sure.
что-то сегодня техно не хочет включаться. Ну, попозже, может, после Амазон, когда можно погонять.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you
Ага,
have or when you
точно,
have it.
он самый.
Emerson.
Okay, okay. Sorry. Boo.
That's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video
дурачок.
games.
Oh,
It's trash, of course, but it does involve
get
some
him to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
Такой дурачок. Еще одна.
Обычный человек. Я думаю, он такой же в жизни, я
Come,
проницателен.
Alan.
А это девушка его. Иди отсюда, пухляс. Да отвали, дебил.
Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And
Ты же алкаши.
these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Tor. They had a, how
Обычный
should I
человек.
put this,
Ха-ха-ха-ха-ха.
a heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of
Обычный
dementia.
человек. Твои друзья
They're well
тут
cared
бегают.
for, TLC
Чего?
and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the
Ага,
rock and roll
точно.
lifestyle has left its mark.
Бля, гром гремит.
No, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you
Обычный
feel up to it,
человек, особенно
return
в
to your
городе.
room and try to write. It really is for
С
the best.
бородой.
Don't you think?
И тут все с бородами.
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough.
Не, этот без бороды.
Not crazy
Ну тоже
like
бородка
us,
есть.
Sonny. Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
You're all right. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest for you to forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
Так, листок получил.
Zane could feel the poems taking form.
Тут я одну пропустил, две пропустил, страницы. Короче, похуй.
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, you got any booze on you?
Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
Так, а тут что-нибудь лежит, не лежит? Например, кофейный этот термос или как он? Че рисуем?
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Меня рисовал.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his...
Закрыто.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better.
Лучше, лучше, хорошо.
I guess I'd better start wrapping this up.
Serial killers with straight faces and smiles. My nightmare is the
Обычный
right.
человек.
Wait,
Тут все
why don't
какие-то
you humor
чокнутые.
Dr.
Да это
Hartman
психушка
and give
же.
you writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can
Обычный
only
человек.
focus on writing.
Прямо место
Everything
для
else is a
мыслителя.
blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark
Похоже,
outside.
а?
My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Понятно. А, во, вижу. Че этот термос дает, блин?
You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Where the hell did you get a damn hammer? I don't remember.
Here's a friendly poke from Mjolnir, wench.
Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we? Well, things are unraveling fast, aren't they?
Узнать причину шума. А.
It's my storm. I'm taking it. We're on a comeback tour, baby.
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office wing from Sinclair. I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Maybe you could come out and beat our wrinkled adult diapered ass.
Спрятался типок, блин. От стариков.
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along. The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't believe right.
Problems? He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no.
Фига картины, блин.
Barry? Ow! About time! Barry! Man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no!
Да иди ты нахер, дай пройти-то, толстое говно.
I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's...
Пиздец, ты долбал.
These are all the pages I had. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability in mind.
Так, окей.
I had to find a way out.
А, во, ползет, нихера себе выползает. Куда бежать? Да давай быстрее жми, бля! Ебать. Где фонарь? Да, бля, по башке нихера дал. Да идите вы нахер. Да что? Где свет-то? А-а-а. Нормуль. Так, бежать надо. Да иди ж ты нахер. Так, сигналка есть уже хорошо. Так, погоди, что-то было. А! Что-то было, ну да ладно. Бля, везде эта сущность. Ах ты ж факт. Да ты нахер. Да ты одолел. Собака. Да ладно, ну... Ну я понял суть. Я вижу, что ты там, но подожди, у меня тут что-то светится. Погоди. Сейчас осмотрю все. Да я вижу, не ори. А вдруг что-нибудь путевое? Нету ни хера.
But the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this
А,
out.
давай.
Oh God! Look at the house, Al! Look out!
Беги. Да вы одолели же с меня. Так, что-нибудь интересное есть? Пока ни хера, да? О, что-то ездишь. Нет? А, это показалось. Блять, через лабиринт еще этот идти. Да погоди. Видишь, я тут. Опа, опа, кто-то бежит. Дон Трес Эмиль. Чего? Причем тут Эмиль? Блять, тупик что ли? А, нет. Ну это точно тупик. А! Фу. Ага. А, тут тупик же, да? Да. О. Гребаные птицы. Падлы. Ракетница — это гуд. Это very good. Так, а здесь-то что у нас? Нихера? Упасть можно свободно. Дурик, запрыгнешь ты, во. Так, дробовичок, нормуль. Сейчас будет жарко. Фак. Да ты чё, ты откуда вы такие здесь? Блять, еще где-то. Ну, мадре там доит. Хуй поймешь, что сказал. Бежим, бегим. О, там Барри.
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry.
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so, Barry, I'll find it. Don't worry about it.
Бля. Да ну ладно. Да иди стены. Да какого хера-то, блядь? Падлы. Хера и сколько? Ах ты ж гнидка. Фу. Валим нахер. Всех в хлам.
Al, please tell me we're headed for the nearest "You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
Прикольно.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest.
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too busy going to Italy with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. You just need to find it. Look out!
God damn it, Al, talk to me!
Вечно где-то в жопе.
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
Как это нет, если он орал?
Barry! Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way. Man, what a drop! Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. Al, there's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al! I'm great! Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh?
for me, okay?
Ow! I'm not staying here. It's suicide. I'm going to the farm. I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area. You can catch up. Don't worry about it. I'm on the case.
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
Ой, все, понял. Не-не-не-не-не. Да вы одолели здесь, а? Ой, я еще что-то вижу. Да вы одолели здесь. Да идите же нахер. Да бля, вы чё? Да идите же нахер. Блять, свет нужен. А там что есть интересное? Вкусненькое. Нету. А чё свет-то потух?
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Поверь, но он не один в темноте, что-то хер поймешь. Ну, погнали, хули. Фак.
Обычный человек. До финала недалеко.
Уже, что ли? Да иди ты нахер, давай иди. Да вы одолели. Бля, да нихера и сколько. Да ладно, я же совернулся. Да вы одолели. Да это, короче, жопа. Бежим нахер отсюда. Да вы, хватит меня мутозить, гады. Да вы чё такие? Да ладно, ну я завернулся, давай белый свет. Мазепака! Беги, бля! Черти! Лосьё, бля! Чё так ярко, я ничего не вижу.
Was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
О, мощный фонарик. Мощный фонарик, это гуд. Прям мощный-мощный.
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
А палочка-то что стоит? А, во, упала.
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver. The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of just bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
Опа-на. Сорян, я хотел просто поближе подойти. Да, блин, на еще получи. Да, бля! Да, бля! Гнидка, бля. О!
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
Хоть что-то... Бля, да что так ярко? По сути, я могу сейчас назад вернуться и там пострелять. Но... Так, я где-то... Ага, вот он. Иди, откуда пришел, бля? Вы кто такие? Идите нахуй.
Обычный человек. Я вас не звал.
Да. Ах ты ж гнидки. Ниндзя! Да чё вас так до хера-то, а? Падлы, бля.
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Так, алло? Алло? Блять, кто там орёт? Ну давай.
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's suddenly the bad guy. Who wrote this crap anyway?
Все. Договорил всякую дичь и все.
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way. Near escapes. Cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who will help me. I'll make it happen.
Ага, короче, понятно. Что ни хера не понятно. Но он, короче, в своем... Он, короче, специально написал книгу, чтобы в нее войти и чтобы тут все разрулить, спасти свою супругу. Сральник. Бумага. Go.
If he wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I'd made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
Да что ты так крутишься-то? А я тут хочу проехаться. Так, а может я и правильно иду? Хер знает. Сейчас наверх залезем. Любопытный я. Что поделать?
Well, as I'm sure everyone's noticed, that storm we all felt coming is finally here. The boys at the weather service reckon it'll last until morning at the very least.
No.
Pertaining to that, let me read that missing persons alert again. The sheriff's department's still looking for a Caucasian woman, 30 years old, slim and blonde with blue eyes.
Да нет, дробовик получше будет, наверное. Хотя 2 патрона. Так, а мы... Ага, я вот если бы здесь я бы проехал. Сейчас мне сюда. А, это я вот поехал... Вот мне сюда и туда, ну все правильно. Что за звук? Ой, бля, ну откуда же вы? Изи, ёпта.
Обычный человек, а друзья не хотели.
Чё? О, да, друзья не хотели. О! Да ты живой еще, а? На. На. Все. Сдох, гнитка. И чё, это типа мне... Пешочком сейчас надо пиздовать. Ну да. Да. Бля! Ах ты гопник гребаный. Да ты как кем там кидаешь? Охереть.
Обычный человек. Пипец, что это было?
Да, это трансформер разбусывавшийся.
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
Действительно рок-звездами были. О! Эй! Отстрел, бля. О, нихера тут сколько всего. Давай ты, кто там? Давай. Да откуда взялся? Да вы откуда все? Нормуль. Да ладно. Да где? Чё их так много-то, а? На. Вынос мозга, бля. Охереть, сколько их. Ха-ха-ха. Да вы чё? Да вы одолели, а? На. Бля, сколько их, а? Опа, ниндзя! Опа, исчез. А куда исчез? Продержались. Хера себе. Прикольно.
Was awesome! Bright Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
Hey, Al! This way to the farm!
Да, базару нет. Круто, блин. Мне понравилось. Здоровенько так. Поугорали, бля. Мне понравилось. О! А чё это? А чё там? Надо зайти. Вернуться. Чё, листок? Да.
See, bestseller? No reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. I'll come back for it once we have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time. We need to get this
Нужно
thing
убрать эту
moved out of the
штуковину с
way.
дороги.
This is as far as I got before they ambushed me.
Опа, мне так, да? Убрать так убрать, полезем.
Hey, I think Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al? Oh, I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'll sulk all day long. I'm always intense and moody. It makes me very attractive and mysterious. Right now, I'm just standing here because I need my best friend Barry to carry me. Wow! You look at that thing, Al! They really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they? Look at all this stuff. They must have done okay for themselves, so how come I never heard of these guys before?
And this from the guy who learned about Ozzy Osbourne through reality TV?
Sleep. We all spend
Oh, Night Springs. Man, brings back memories. Hey, remember when I got you that gig? Your first real writing job. What got you started? Was this one of your episodes?
In Night Springs. Tonight's episode. The Dream of Dreams.
That's by someone else.
We join Mr. Jones as he explores the endless dreamscape, only to be brought to a sudden stop by a decidedly mundane situation. A long line of people.
Until his highness over there is good and ready. Oh wow, who's that? You don't know him? What are you, new? He's the guy dreaming us. Well, not just us. He dreams everything. All of this.
But wait, no. I'm the one who's dreaming. I'm asleep. Isn't this my dream?
Oh, yeah. Sure.
The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
You're a dream. The weirdo in the diving suit is a dream. And the girl who smiles in sunshine is definitely a dream.
But I'm pretty sure I'm dreaming this.
Sure. All I
Так, плохие недоросли появились. Бля, ну он вообще прям слишком яркий. Где это говно? Изи, епта. Что, самогонный аппарат?
Those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal.
Hey, you find us a way out of here, okay? I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff. Be careful, Al!
I'm good. Keep your eyes open, okay?
Обычный человек. До скольки стрим максимум?
Да хер его знает. Сейчас, если пройдем, так пройдем. И все. Пока играется, играю. Ой, надо поудобнее сесть, это что-то, блин.
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you now? Deerfest is almost here, isn't it? I bet that keeps you in business.
Pretty busy, yeah. Actually, I
anything. Other stuff, which concerns an ongoing investigation. Can't talk about that.
I could see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field. It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
Чувствую я, что этот комбайн потом будет на меня нападать, блядь. Вот это вот. Ну, да. Опять, что ли? Какой, бля, а? Упырь, бля. И чё, и нахера мне лезть куда-то? Это обязательно так моргать? Бесяво. Опа, подожди, что-то видел, или мне показалось? Да.
Hey, let's go, man. I think we're gonna have to work together to open this gate, Al. It's pretty heavy. Hey, I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there. This farm is a crazy place for crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
Come on, one more gate. Let's do this thing.
Бензопила, бля. Старые боги знают правду. О, я перевел.
The lights are out. I guess we better check the fuse box.
The power downstairs was out. I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box.
Так, найти предохранители. Наверх показывает. Где лестница наверх?
place looks kind of lived in. I thought the Andersons were in the booby hatch. Come on, Al, let's get the lights on, huh? Can you hear that, Al? Music?
Of course. We need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talking about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Lady of the Lamp? That's gotta be, what's her face, the crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
Right, must be. Okay.
We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry, this is... Yeah, what the hell?
Нормально, всякие нечисть тут, они бухают.
You're a crazy bastard. I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, goddammit.
Correct.
If I just wanted to, I could write 10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
What? What do they put in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose. I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
Что за дичь? Это он назад как бы вернулся. Вспоминает, что было, что ли?
It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off. I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crash car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned. Jagger had Alice, and so she had me. I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You'll laugh at the whole thing together and put it behind you.
Alice?
She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her. Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her. Yes, I'll write. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back. No, I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobwebs she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. Know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my barber a long time ago. She looks so old.
I had woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night.
Понятно. Чё к чему?
I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Прикольно.
There's an old town road with mystery of Tom the poet and his muse, and a magic.
Previously on Alan Wake, under the influence of the dark
Пойду
presence,
перекурю.
I wrote a horror story that has come true. Jagger had been my making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. Some part of me had been make my escape into the story.
Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true.
My mom gave me this old light switch.
The clicker.
Alice is being kept in a dark prison. I need to find Cynthia Weaver to fix this.
It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Well, we're expecting a record crowd from the neighboring counties. Naturally, we hope to break the record set by last year's Moose Fest in our neighboring town, Watery. Ladies and gentlemen, some people have asked me, what's the big deal about Deer Fest? And I think that this sums it up. It's about friendship and community. We've got a great party coming up. Let's try to hold it in until tomorrow and get through the night in one piece, all right?
Someone will come for it when the time is right. Thomas said so. He wrote it. The key is insurance. It's my job to keep it safe. Safe in the light. Always in the light.
All the manuscript pages were gone. The FBI agent had taken them.
I think my tongue just took a crap in my mouth. Ugh. Oh, wait, we're in jail now? Ow. Ow, this is not good.
That about sums it up.
Ништяк. Не выказать. В тюрьме сидим. Так, ну что, все, наверное. Выйти, сохранилось. Так, продолжить эпизоды. Короче, все. Интересно.